Friday night, we went to Zaz show, and I was already having like back pains, and then we went back home now. We went to buy food, and then I started to feel like the cramps was worse and the back pain was worse. I already had it like the day before lah, but I think that one was just Braxton Hicks. Like it came for like 1 hour, then okay, then came back another 1 hour, then okay. So I didn't know it was contractions. I went to eat, I couldn't eat. Then it was so pain. It started become more intense pain. That was like 12 plus, and then I couldn't eat lah. Then I told my husband that it's too painful, so I didn't eat. So I decided to like go up and rest lah. When I went to the room, it got more intense, and then it lasted for like another 2 hours. The intensity increased, and then I couldn't lie down. That's the worst part. I couldn't rest. I tried to stand up and do some exercise, which made it more worse. I tried to sit down, I cannot. I tried to bend over, it got worse. I couldn't even do anything to stop it. I was so tired, and I needed like something lah. I felt like I was dying already. It felt like my whole body was like, my whole soul is like going out of my body, like, and I couldn't breathe. My stomach was really pain, like it was really hardening lah. And then I couldn't breathe, and then he said, and then I told him, okay, let's go to the hospital. Around 2:30 a.m. in the car, I was super pain that I fell asleep lah in the car, and I was super tired already because I was actually groaning at first. Then Nabil was like, no, you cannot groan, you need to breathe. And then I started breathing, and I started to like slower and all that. And then he said, then in the car I was so tired, so I just slept all the way to the hospital. He keep on asking, how's the pain? I say it's getting worse. And once we reached the emergency, they straight away called the labor ward. And when I told them it's hardening, then they brought me to the labor ward. It was quite fast lah, cause I think there wasn't anyone. We reached about 3 a.m. They pushed me to the labor room. They asked me what I was feeling. Then I say my tummy just keep hardening, like more and more intense, like I couldn't stop it lah. And then they put on the CTG, and then they checked. They wanted to check the contraction, how frequent it is, and it was like 3 minutes apart. I wonder when they say how much interval, I say it's not stopping lah, it's constant for like the past 2-3 hours. They went to check whether I was dilated, and I was 2 cm dilated already. I was only 33 weeks. My baby wasn't full term lah. Also they did a swab test to see whether I was going to labor anytime soon, and it was positive. It was very fast. It was a fast positive. So they quickly gave me like medicine to stop the labor, the contractions, because the contraction will make the dilation faster. And then they gave me the medicine at around 3:30, and it slowly stopped contracting. And finally, like around 8 a.m. I think, and then they say okay, the contraction stopped, and I was warded lah for observation. So after I stayed at the hospital for about 4 days, 4 nights, still having contractions. I'm still on the pill to stop the contraction, I'm still having it on and off, but the pill will help to suppress it lah as much as possible. They also gave me like steroids to fasten the process of the baby's development in the tummy, the lungs and all. So they gave me 2 doses, and I had to be observed because the steroid will increase my blood sugar, and they had to like put in insulin to bring my blood sugar at a normal range lah. They did ask me if I wanted to stay longer or go back home, but I realised that if I stay longer also, like, there's no point because I will still be contracting on and off, and we don't know when this baby will come out. So I decided to just rest at home. At least I can get some things done before the baby arrives. And now it's 34 weeks already, so I'm hoping like at least 3 more weeks lah to just tahan inside my tummy, and then inshallah it will come out in 2-3 weeks time. Yeah, that's all for the story. This is the milk. Okay, milk. This is for GTM cooking food. I read what since 3am. He slept good. How is it?
Alright.
Huh? Cantik lah.
Mister.
Read lah. Tengok. Siapa ya? See your father.
Yang.
Breakfast. I think this is tea. Yeah, this is tea. But
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Oh, so hot. Next time we'll bring Sophia. I'm getting the medicine. Then we're going home. For the time I was admitted in the hospital, what they did was every morning they will give the pill to suppress the contraction. So after that they will do a CTG every morning to see whether the baby is okay and whether I'm having contractions. And then the pill is given to me like 3 times a day. They'll give me insulin before food, and then they will also check my blood before and after food lah. Then just to make sure that all is in control. Okay. Oh. Need to use the headphone. Alah, that's all.
Alamak, jangan bring sejadah lagi.
It's okay. You try lah. But the channel not so. Itu on. First present from Papa's client. Robin and family, thank you for everything. Nice. Curry. so big lah. Why you buat? Dah?
Interesting. So big.
Yeah, that one also so big. King Cooper craving. You eat?
I'm like,
Pink chopsticks. Tak tahan lagi. And the chicken. Thank you. Okay.
this is cheese fries.
Thank you. Mm. This one can chew. This one to share. Mm. What will you buy here? Oh, nasi lah. Oh, nasi. Macam tu.
Close the rice properly. Nice eh? What about him?
Another day, another discharge. Hopefully the next time got tapi ya. Today is the 21st of August. I am 36 weeks plus 1. I was discharged yesterday at 36 weeks. What happened after the National Day after I discharged that day was that night when I went back home, I had another contraction. And then that night also, we went back to the hospital about 8 p.m. Then I was admitted again. Then I decided to stay the hospital until I could deliver lah, which is 36 weeks, which is yesterday. From 9 to 20th of August, I was in the hospital. I had a few contractions again on the 10th, the next day in the afternoon, and on the Monday, which was 14th of August, and then another one just last Saturday, which was the 19th. Same thing, they give painkillers and the IV drip to stop the contractions. Only on that Saturday they decided to stop me on the pill itself. So on the 20th, when I was 35 weeks and 6 days, they stopped me on the contraction pill. So if anytime I go into labor, I will just go into labor. Currently, Alhamdulillah, no very frequent contractions for the past 2.5 days since I stopped the pill. I'm really not sure when the baby will come out, but inshallah by 37 weeks at least. Yeah, inshallah. I'm super excited, super nervous also. The nervous part is maybe because I do not know like when I will actually give birth, so that's the nervous part. Like when it's gonna happen. I'm very excited to see what will happen. Meanwhile, we just focus on whatever we need to do lah. So I'm editing the video. I'd like to just add on some things lah. My admission in the hospital, there were a few things that made me traumatized. Some of my contractions couldn't be detected through the CTG. I'm not sure why, but sometimes that's the case. I didn't know that. I think when the fourth time it happened, I went to the labor room and there was this nurse who told me, you're not having contractions, you're having gastric. And then I was like, huh? Like, I really know how contraction feels like, because the first time I went in, I didn't know it was contractions, but after that I know, oh, this is how contraction feels. And then when she said that, I told her, no, 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 my tummy and my back is tightening and it's crashing. And then she just kept quiet. I felt like the nurse was so unprofessional. There was one instant, the CTG did not detect, and then the doctors were like, oh, no contraction, until the consultant came, and then she scolded all of the doctors. She said, contraction is not like you just stand there and then 1 minute and then you go off. He said you have to feel the tummy and ask the patient when is it coming. The consultant did that lah, and I told her, yeah, it's coming. And then she could feel, like, she really pressed and she could feel the tightness in my tummy. And then yeah, all the doctors were being scolded lah. Sometimes my contraction couldn't be detected by the CTG. During the fifth one, I think one day before I got discharged at my 35 plus 6 days week, I had another contraction, and they quickly gave me the Adelaide medicine that is to stop the contractions lah. The nurses were very good. It happened at 2 a.m. and then the nurses was like, oh, we can see contractions and all that. And I said, okay, we will send you down to the labor room. It was very fast. So, but because I think they give me the Adelaide medicine, when I reached downstairs, by the way, it was already like 2 hours long. I had contractions in the ward lah. I was like really like in pain. Only at 3 a.m. they gave me the medicine, and then I think 3 plus they sent me down to the labor room, and then they told me to ask them for painkillers. And then surprisingly, when I went down, the contraction subside, but it was still pain, but I couldn't feel much lah. I think because of the medicine. So I told the nurse and the doctor I would like to wait for a while lah and monitor. But after like a few minutes, the the doctor was like, oh, I bring you up, okay, if you don't want the painkiller, I'll send you up. And then when I reached up, suddenly had that bad contractions again. So I feel like the medication worked, but it somehow wear off. Like the contractions were harder than the medication. So I told the nurse, oh, like, this is why I wanted to monitor downstairs. Like the doctor was like too rushing to push me up, and then the nurse was like, no, next time you have to push them to give you painkillers and all that. And then it was so stressful for me lah. Like my BP shoot up to 184 out of 100 plus. It was so depressing for me. It was so stressful for me. I cried lah. I cried, and then I was like so alone. I called my husband. It was like almost 4 a.m. Yeah, he answered the call, and then the nurse was very nice. They sent me down again, labor room, and then I was so in pain. So I told the doctor I wanted the painkiller now. And then the doctor was like, oh, there's no contractions in the CTG. I'm like, yeah, there won't be any contraction showing because you never feel. Then I told the doctor, I was in pain, right? When I breathe in and then I breathe out, I was like scolding her like mad. Like every time the pain came, I was using the energy to scold her back. And then I was saying like, no, you touch here and you feel my contractions. They say, no, I know, but she was just sitting down there. And then I was like so angry. I asked her, so are you giving the painkillers? And then she said, no, actually you have no contractions. I said, that's not my question. My question is, I want painkillers and I want it now to relieve my pain because I'm in pain. And then she's like, oh, no contract. And then I say, and then I shoot her back. I say, I know, the previous time also there's no contraction seen in my CTG, but when the consultants came, they said I am having contractions, and I've been having this for the past, like, I think then is already 3 hours. Just that maybe the medication stopped it for a while. Never even stop it. Like I felt better for a while. Like my pain count was slower lah, but I still felt it. And then she was like, no, 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 and then I was like so mad, and then I scold her. So are you giving me the painkillers or not? And then I purposely raised my voice so that the beds beside me all could hear me. And then I said, this is not fair for me. I'm having pain, and you should give me the painkillers now. As what it is the protocol lah. And then she said, and then the doctor's like, okay, you just relax, and then we will give you the painkiller. I'm like, yo, you are the one who never make me feel relaxed. Like, as a pregnant woman, you should listen to me. Like why must you doubt that I'm in pain or not in pain? Like, oh, it's damn stressful. Like, I think because of that, like, and now I'm like going 39 weeks and the baby's not coming out. I don't know whether it's because of the trauma, or like I have to let go of this traumatic experience at the labor room or what. But that was what happened lah. And then like in the end, she gave me like the painkillers and all. And then I was on the phone with my husband, and then I purposely say out loud, they're so unprofessional. You heard that I'm in pain. I don't know why they're not giving me the painkillers and all that. So I was like talking so loudly, so like everyone in the bed beside me all can hear it lah. I don't care already. Yeah, so it was quite unprofessional of them. By the way, this is like just a few nurses and doctors, which I feel was so incompetent. This is in NUH, by the way. However, the consultants in NUH are tip top. So, what I feel is like the next time, inshallah, if I'm going to give birth again, I'm going to get a doctor. I'm going to get like, I'm going to pick a doctor and be under like her lah. I don't wanna like, risk all the stressfulness and all that anymore. So yeah, that's the story, like how stressful it is. Yeah, we shall wait for the actual label lah, and I will story tell. Okay.